I know.
All right, I think it's recording. It should be. All right, there we go. It's now recording. Hey, Chris, thanks for hopping on our call today. Hope you're having a great day. I know obviously you've been with us for a while now, and I just wanted to go ahead and ask you just a couple quick questions here, just to really make sure that I really have a feel of like how it's been for you so far from the start to now to the beginning. Like, just have a whole very encompassing view. So, I guess one of the first questions that I really just want to know for you, when you first obviously started working with us, were you like skeptical at all? Obviously, have you worked with someone before previously?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with a lot of companies. I've lost thousands of dollars with other marketers. I think the biggest thing that was different, I just was like, I'm going to meet people face to face from now on, and that's kind of what I did with you guys. And I think even prior to that, you guys called me. Everybody has their plan and how they want to work, and I simply told Joe, I was like, hey man, listen, I can't do that, but if you do this and this and this, I'll buy it. And they, it worked out good. I was like, sure, let's try some stuff. And you guys delivered us three jobs. I think it was like 50,000 in revenue. And immediately I set to fly to Florida and meet you guys because I wanted to go to the next step and really I'm kind of that. I've always done the face to face now business. It's going to be face to face, especially when we're talking thousands of dollars. I think it's important, and that's what I did. I just and not that everybody has to do that. I just, like I said, I went through a lot of problems, and after meeting you guys, we've seen a huge increase in call volume. We've seen a huge increase in appointment set, and we just opened up our second office. So we're at like our second location, and so we're super excited to expand and grow.
Oh, that's so exciting to hear, obviously, because especially when, we first, we're always very about like if we say we're going to do something, we go ahead and we do it because we're not like most people out there where they're just like, okay, yeah, we're going to get you this, 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 and then that's it. Like, no, hey, we're in this with the
Yeah,
long haul for you. We're your growth partner. We're here from
yeah,
when you first start and you're maybe not even, maybe you're making your first million and you keep you incrementally start growing. We're there with you every single step of the way. So it's really cool to hear like before, you guys were, you guys were doing fine. There's nothing wrong. But obviously, with today's world, and a lot of, digital opportunities that are occurring, do you think that so based on what you said, do you think that it makes sense that if someone currently isn't using like an online, platform to generate leads, do you think they're missing out by chance?
yeah. Of course they are. Yeah, they just they have to. I mean, you gotta. I think a lot of people just they don't. They've been burned before, type of thing, and it's hard. It's difficult to find marketers that do what they say they're going to do, and you guys definitely deliver there. So I mean, if they're missing out on online presence, it's a big deal. People really care about that when they search your business, and so it's important to really like be able to like project that online, because everybody knows you might people might know you do great, but you got to get it out there, and the more people you can get in front of, more impressions. And so yeah, it's super big, which I knew this prior to working with you, and I just couldn't find the correct fit to help grow that brand. And so yeah, we're at office two, and we have two more we want to open up in the future here soon in the metro. And after that, it's going to be, yeah, just killing it, just keep on growing.
Yeah, we'll be with you every step of the way. So it's so exciting to hear, now because you started working with us, you have grown your team. You have, you have your sales team that is just rocking it.
Yeah.
Like that's such a win to be like, man, look at where you came. If that's not a testament in itself, then I don't know what is of like, hey, maybe like because before were you guys just doing kind of depending a little bit on like door knocking or I don't know, like Angie's List or anything like that before?
Yeah, we did a little bit of everything. We got leads from all different types of sources, just not all of them are reliable. So I mean, some were good. The difficult thing with other companies is, they won't there's no consistency. So they'll win one campaign and you might get 4 or 5 jobs, and then the next campaign you're out a bunch of money. So that's been a big difference. And when we first started with you guys, I mean, I was selling. I was the only salesperson, and just recently, like I said, we within the last month or so, we've added 2 salesperson people. And so I've been able to switch over to I'm still training some people, but I'm switching over to like the CEO position, and that's super exciting. Whenever if you're a business owner watching this, and you gotta, as soon as you can get to where you're working in on your business on inside, you're gonna see a huge increase in things. And that's a big testament to why we're also doing really well, is I've been able to kind of get out of the sales position and really focus on the business and just be able to make sure everything is going good, and we're just improving our systems in place. And so yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's incredible. We got big goals, and you guys are able to, you guys see the vision, and when I met Joe, I felt like he understood what I'm saying. And a lot of people just wouldn't work with me the way I wanted to work with. And they would just be like, they'd hang up on me, or they would just, and I was like, fine, I don't care. I mean, I'm calling you. Hey, I need you to do it this way. And they're like, oh, we can't do that. And I'm like, that, because they have like this prize mentality that they're
Yeah.
the prize. Like they read Oren Klaff's book, and so they have just this prize mentality, like you need my product to survive. And I'm like, dude, you're not a commodity, but you kind of almost are, because there's like 100 of you, and why are you special? And so you're gonna have to prove to me you can make us money, and then we'll go ahead. And Joe was super cool. I mean, there's a lot that will say yes to that, but there's a lot that won't, and they
Yeah.
want to get started with somebody. And so for him to be like, I was really impressed by that, because I was like, okay, he was just like, hey, this is what we're doing. I was like, hey man, listen, if you can do this. And I rejected the Zoom meeting. I was like, there's no reason to do that. Let's just listen. I'm pretty simple guy. Just do this, send it to me, and we'll do it. It was really simple. And most people won't do that, because they're like, no, 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 sorry, Zoom meeting only, click. And Joe was like, sure, we'll make it happen. I was like, heck yeah, I like this guy. And so, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
we try
next
to
thing you
be
know,
pretty flexible.
next thing you know, we're breaking bread, and we hit 1 million, and we're at 1.5, and we're probably going to close the year out at probably 2, which, at 1 million, you're still a poverty roofer. It's not like anything to be really, really, but it's a big thing. It's a big deal. But we'll see the 3, the 5, and the 10, and the 15, then we'll start to really be doing well. So I probably have a really high standard. So I mean, it's gonna take me a lot to be satisfied, but that's not going to happen. We're just going to keep going. I mean, it's not going to
Just
be,
gonna keep crushing
we're
it,
just
but
going to
that's
keep, yeah, yeah.
testament, man.
We could be doing 30 million, and I'd be like, yeah, we're doing okay. Like I'm probably going to be that way. I'm like, yeah, we're doing all right. We
Guy
really,
in jail.
I will be that way. I'll be like, well, we haven't hit 250 million yet. We haven't acquired all the businesses we need to acquire. We're still growing, and we haven't hit 1 billion, but it's okay. But we're going to celebrate. I'm not that way with my team. I'm definitely positive, but with you guys, I can be very candid
Oh
and be
yeah,
very like, yeah,
definitely.
yeah. I mean, I'm not this tonality is not at all. Do I ever project this on my team? It's very like, heck yeah, positive. But when it really behind closed doors, I'm gonna be like, yeah, we're not at 1 billion yet, but
Just
we got
gotta
to
keep
get there.
going, man. We gotta keep pushing.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah,
you said so much, and it's mind blowing to hear just the personal growth you've had, the business growth of where you started. Dude, you're almost at like 2 million. That's crazy.
yeah,
You're getting there. So
yeah,
and that's just fantastic to see with us being able to work together and scale together and with our flexibility of really wherever you go on the scale, we match you. We keep going. We keep
yeah,
adjusting. So that's something really
yeah.
different compared to a lot of these people out here. Is there anything that you would say to someone that could be on the fence of working with us, or that you wish someone may have told you when you first started with us, to know anything?
I think the biggest thing about you guys from other people is marketing can be very dark. Can be a very dark business. There's a lot of scam artists out there. There's a lot of people, and one thing that separates, there's a lot of companies that you got to find a company like HomeXperts that will work with you only in a market, because if they're working with multiple people, it's like it's bad. That's the interesting thing about it, is like you have a growth partner, they're working with one person in that area. And that's a lot of people don't know that. And that's what they need to be aware of. Otherwise you're gonna have an issue of like, they can't work with multiple guys. and it just doesn't, there's a big conflict of interest there. So that's something that they should really pay attention to. And that's one of the things that really, led me to that I was attracted to as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. I always try to make sure that, making sure that your exclusivity is very important.
Yeah.
Especially depending on the market and where you are and all that, that's definitely something that you should ask and, pay attention to. So, definitely we make sure to honor that. So I appreciate you for hopping on today and, answering any of my questions that I had for you and just really making sure that I really understood you and your start to where you are now to, just the accomplishments that you've got is very impressive. So I just wanted to say thank
Yeah.
you for that, Chris. Um,
Yes. Thank you, Angela.
and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Sure thing. All right, thanks.